Faith Watchers, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews. If you're new here on this channel, I share with you delightful, family-friendly, and faith-based movies and television shows. Happy Tuesday, y'all. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday, it's Tuesday, it's Tuesday. Y'all know. Goodness. It's so such an honor and a privilege to be on here with y'all, be hanging out with y'all with another feature presentation today. Oh, y'all, I'm excited to get into this, but ain't I always excited to get into stuff? Okay, I know I am. And y'all know, dropped the video yesterday, and I understand. I get it, okay? And sometimes you don't always receive your notifications and all of that, even though you don't turn on a notification bell and everything. So I'm letting you know that a video was dropped yesterday, okay? And so we ain't missing nothing. We ain't missing nothing at all this week. We really ain't. We doing it. We hanging out, y'all. Like, we here for this. Anyways, before I get into me, because y'all know how I can be, totally be going off telling y'all about what's going on with me, but what's going on with y'all? How are y'all doing? How's the week going for y'all thus far? I know it just started, but okay, we expecting good things, blessings, and all kind of stuff. I mean, who knows what the Lord got in store for us, okay? What he got in store for you, all right? We know he love to surprise us and everything like that. Act like we don't know. But yes, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? If you could choose a word to describe how you feeling in this very moment, what would it be? Okay, let me know in the comment section below, because y'all know I love to check up on y'all, not only being in y'all movie business and everything, but want to know overall how you are feeling. How are you feeling emotionally, spiritually? Like, are you in a good mood? I mean, how are you feeling just coming into the room, coming in to our world, the Faith Watchers world? How you feeling, okay? And it is okay if you're not at your best, because I am hoping, it is my prayer, when you leave here, you're leaving smiling, you're leaving laughing, and full of joy, hope, and expectation. That is what it's really all about. And of course, drawing close. Well, number one, we can't forget that. Drawing closer to the Lord, that he may draw even closer to you, okay? So the ball is in your court. It's in our court. How close you want to be to him, okay? How close do you really want to be? It is on you, because he gonna meet us where we are, okay? So yeah, that is my prayer. That's my hope for y'all, that y'all do leave here with that desire to just want to snuggle up a little bit closer. I want to get a little bit closer to Jesus, okay? That will make my heart so full of joy and happy, because it'll let me know, like, wow, truly all of this wasn't for nothing, and it isn't for nothing. Like, yes, y'all have a relationship with him, and a good relationship, okay? Yes, I know we have fun on the channel and everything. We get into all of these characters' business and have a good time, laughing at them, yelling at them, telling them about themselves, cheering them on, rooting for them, especially when they do something good and everything, okay? We all there for them. But overall, it is about your soul and having a relationship with Jesus, and experiencing his presence every day, recognizing that he truly does love you. You are the apple of his eye. You truly are the joy of his heart, and we don't want to forget about him. We want to make sure that we spend that time with him every day, drawing closer, getting in the word. And I know I literally am looking at the time, y'all. I'm like, okay, when I get off here, I definitely need to get in my word. And have my special time with him and everything, okay? And no, I'm not telling y'all, okay, what we got going on, because y'all got y'all own relationship and stuff with him, okay? And I don't be getting in y'all business like that, okay? I'm just saying, all right? But yeah, y'all let me know. Y'all know I be playing and stuff with y'all. But let me know for real how y'all feeling, how you doing, and everything. And how could this channel be of more service to you? All of that good stuff, I am here for it. Or if there's something that I neglected to touch on that you like, but little girl, I gotta tell you about this. Oh, goodness, what Jesus did for me. drop all of that in the comment section below, because I am here for it, and you just never know what your words may do for someone else, okay? Truly encourage someone who needed to hear how God came through for you, because they are in a season right now of waiting and probably a little bit unsure and doubting and wavering between doubt and unbelief. I mean, y'all know how that go, okay? I can't stand it either. But so it's usually in those moments when we could truly really hear, listen, could truly use a word from someone else who's been there, or just left the season or something like that. Okay, I'm just saying, okay. But as for me, I am excited to be here. Y'all know I told y'all yesterday that I was a little bit drained, okay? And I truly stepped out on faith and trusted God. I got on here, I said I need to hang out with my faith watchers, okay? And I know the energy is going to return. And sure enough, it did. Even long after I turned off the cameras and everything, I was still in such a beautiful space. And today, I have a little bit more energy before I got on here, but it wasn't like, it wasn't right. It wasn't there, but I feel it coming. I feel it like gradually getting there, because I do enjoy this so much. It literally feels like you all are right here and we're having a good time in the Lord and all of that. So that gives me that energy, that motivation, that courage, just to know that if this video could bless someone's heart and truly put them in a good mood and all of these wonderful things. It's a list long of things that I can go on and on and on about. Y'all know how I can do. I really can go there, okay? And just thinking about that brings me joy and it gets me all excited. So yeah, I'm excited. And I am full of hope and all kind of different things, and wondering what I'm gonna be watching tomorrow. It is one movie that I'm almost done with, so we probably will talk about that tomorrow. But I always say probably because I'm not sure, okay? I'm happy to be on here with y'all again the next day. We did Monday, we here Tuesday. I don't know how Wednesday gonna go, but yes, y'all keep me in y'all prayers and all of that good stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our special feature today, which is titled Double Scoop. Whew, child. Well, first, let me tell y'all what this film is about. Nora discovers the best ice cream in hopes to land them as a client. Her sweet dreams hit a snag when her former colleague, James, has the same idea. James, no you didn't. No you didn't, okay? Old sparks begin to melt the frosty tension. This film is streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. Get over there if you have not already watched. If you have, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But y'all know we got to go ahead and get into this, okay? Yes, we got to get in this. I got some words I got to say to a couple of these people here, okay? But first, let me tell y'all. Okay, let me get into Nora, right? Now Nora, sweetheart, she's working for this big advertising marketing agency or whatever, but it was somebody, her boss, okay? It wasn't her boss at the time, but you gotta imagine, y'all in a room full of them big wigs, okay? These people love money. That's what makes the world go round to them, all that kind of stuff. Them kind of builders, you got the suits, ties, everything like that. Probably made me a little bit uncomfortable being up in there, okay? Feeling like I gotta say everything proper, everything right. I don't know if I can do all that, but that paints a scene for you, okay? But it was somebody who had the courage, who had the nerve to say, you know what? I don't like how you run this thing. I don't like the big bosses, how they so money hungry and they willing to do any and everything for $1 for another coin. I don't like all of that, okay? How many people now? Let's just be real. In 2025, okay? But we know how the economy and everything going, okay? How many people could stand up and say, you know what, even though I'm making good money here, I don't like how this is being ran. This agency is being my job. My boss runs stuff without integrity, willing to do any and everything, go as far as lying to clients, whatever you got to do to seal the deal, to tell you what you want to hear. How many people willing to stand up against that when they pockets are right, okay? They making good money. They driving in the best cars. Not many folks gonna say, you know what, forget all. No. No, it's about integrity. It's about doing the right thing and all of this kind of stuff. I know I'm saying it like that, but it's real. Okay, it's real out here. How many people willing to walk away from all of that? But in this film, we got someone who said, you know what? I want to create my own agency. Yes, I want to create a business with but with different morals. That have morals, integrity, and standards. I'm going to treat my employees well, the best. I'm going to compliment them. I'm going to supply whatever that they need. I'm going to be honest with our clients. I want to build a true legacy on honesty and integrity. Okay, honoring the Lord in all that you do. Even though I don't know where my money coming from, even though I know the agency that I'm leaving they have the top clients. I mean, I could truly be walking out of this office to nothing at all. But homegirl did it, okay? And I was like, okay, now, yes. I love to see this kind of thing. It gives me hope that these kind of people really exist out here. I know it's very few, okay? I'm not gonna be like I'm on some like delusional, okay? I know it's very few people who are willing to do this, but someone did it in this film, and I'm like, okay, I got you. And not only that, y'all, but she had some folks walk out with her who are willing to trust that she knows what she's doing. They probably feeling like her too, but they're taking a risk as well. Because you know, when you leave these doors, when you walk up out of here, you can't come back now, okay? That boss, just his pride alone ain't finna let you come up in here, because he ain't gonna be able to trust you, okay? If you was willing to leave him once, he knows you're gonna do it again. So you gotta know when you leave that this is it, all or nothing. And so Miss Nora, Nora left. She trusted in this woman. This woman had a plan. The fact that this woman was gonna operate a business on integrity, real morals, and they're gonna build their own clientele just off of these things, off of these wonderful principles that are in line with the Word of God. And so y'all know I'm gonna put myself in there. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling that. I can definitely see myself walking out, but at the same time, a little bit leg shaky and stuff, because we don't know. Like, people be saying it's like 5 years, like for a new business. So you'll know within 5 years if you're gonna be a little bit successful or whatever. I don't know, y'all, child. I'm just quoting something, okay, paraphrasing, whatever, okay, I don't know, right? But my legs would be shaky in this economy as well. I mean, come on now. But at the same time, it was cool to know, and I know Nora had to feel that. If nothing else, she wasn't alone. It's not like she's starting this herself, but someone, who had a little bit more courage and gutsy, okay, than her did this, and Nora followed. And Nora was out on so I put that, I paint that picture. Okay, so let's get into Nora, all right, where she is right now. So here she's on a search for new clients, and she happened to be hanging out with a friend, and they taste some ice cream. They like, oh, creamy, this is like the best ice cream ever. Okay, I'm just thinking about it right now. Give me some nice creamy vanilla. Okay, get me a waffle cone, throw it on there. Okay, oh child, let me do this, all right, let me do this. Okay, let me go away. So she reaches out, she finds the owners of these this ice cream brand, this particular brand, and she decides to visit them on their farm, and they're making homemade ice cream. They are out there doing the daily work, that daily farm work that most people don't really know about, which is a lot of work, getting up 4, 3 in the morning and all that kind of stuff, to the process to produce this creamy, mouth-watering ice cream here. Nora gets a first glance at it, but what she did not expect when she arrived at this farm, thinking, okay, this could be our first clientele, and this could be a big thing because they got the best ice cream, okay, best ice cream in town. So if we can nail this, and this be our first true clientele, I mean, how good would that look for their new company, but even for her to be that standout employee, okay? But what she did not expect, all right, what she did not expect was one of her ex-colleagues show up at the same time as her with the same bright idea. And he is savvy, okay? James is savvy. He is something else. He does have that kind of same spirit as they boss, all right? well, Nora old boss, he got that same kind of spirit that's willing to do whatever he got to do, say whatever he got to say. He will make you feel like $1 million girl, okay? And you probably ain't got none of that going on in your future and everything like that, but he showed up and make you feel that way, okay? He'll make you feel like you just princess, all right? Princess with everything, okay? That is how savvy James is. He know people. He know what you want to hear. He's willing to do whatever it takes. He come there with that dog eat dog kind of thing. So at the very beginning of this film, I was not feeling him at all. Let me tell you this, James, okay? Because I seen what you did. All right, how you almost took that. You almost took that. I mean, you weren't even thinking about no ice cream or none of that. You weren't even thinking about that when you ran into Nora, okay? On that little break walk, on that little walk or whatever. I seen how you did. I seen how you did, okay? And when she dropped that ice cream, dropped a few carts, she neglected. Well, she forgot one of them, all right? She left it there. You could have returned it to her. You could have returned it to her and just try to act like you was going to return it to her. Tell myself, hey, Nora, hold up. Wait a minute. You know you can talk louder than that, Jane. You know you can talk louder than that, okay? You know you could have stopped her if you really wanted to stop her, trying to act like you try, okay? With that deep voice and stuff, that strong voice. You could have did that. You could have did that, all right? And you let her go, and then you look down at that carton of ice cream, and then that idea hit you, the same idea that she been got, that she had, okay, that the Lord just put in her spirit organically. She ain't steal that from nobody, but you, James, looking down at that like you try to, like it just came to you all of a sudden. You know that ain't came to you all like that, James. I'm just saying, yeah, I got more to say to you, and I could go off on you with everything, but we ain't finna get into all of that. All right, but anyways, you showed up at that farm though. You did that. And then Nora seen you like, what you doing here? What you doing here? She looking like, what in the world? I thought I left y'all behind. Leaving them people behind, them people, them evil people, you get, child, they everywhere, all right? You think you done left one, next thing you know it's another spirit that looks just like them, okay? I'm just saying. But yeah, that's how I felt about James. I felt some kind of way about him because I just didn't like that. It just made me feel some kind of way, but y'all know how the word of God say, we overcome evil with good. And as difficult as that may be, all right? Because it can be a challenge, okay? I love the character Nora here because even though she knew how savvy James was, she was willing to play this game, but she was willing to play it the right way, like the right way. She was willing to do it with integrity. She had morals, she had standards, she knew what her new company stood for, and she was willing to stand on that. She wasn't willing to lie to her clients or potential client. And if it was going to cost her everything, if it was going to be a loss, she was going to stand on that. She was going to stand on that. And James saw all of that, and it just showed him a different side of humanity. Like, wow, this is something different that he never experienced before. Because like I said, he's so used to that dog eat dog and everything is a competition and step on whoever you got to step on to win it and all of that. But when he seen how Nora was so gentle, so kind, so sweet, honest, regardless, even if it cost her every single penny, if it cost her her job, she was willing to walk away, and knowing that it was going to be a brighter day, that it was going to be something special down the line. And that was honorable, admirable, and I just love that about Nora, okay? And even though, yes, I stood up for her, and now, yes, I was going to confront you, James, and everything like that, because, yes, I'm going to back my girl up. I am going to do that, because she deserved that. But I still know at the end of the day, yes, I know, a soft answer turned away wrath, so let me calm down. Oh, let me calm down and be a little soft, all right? So, James, I love that you recognized that, okay? I love that you did that, and we saw some changes throughout this film, okay? Along with some adventure, some farm life, and, of course, more than anything, all right? Some creamy ice cream, okay? Creamy ice cream. Yes, I'm throwing vanilla out there because vanilla is my thing, okay? That's my thing. saying. Need some buttermilk, cream, and vanilla. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. But I don't care. Okay, I'm still working on myself. Okay, James, I'm still working on myself. Okay, I know Laura can be like a soft and turn away rapper. She was always soft and kind and gentle, and she didn't get out of line with you. No, but I'm gonna check you, James. If you gotta be checked, I'm gonna do that, alright? But okay, I get it. I got you, girl. I got it. I know what I should be. But anyways, this film is titled Double Scoop. Once again, streaming right now on Hallmark Plus. Y'all gonna enjoy this. It's such a sweet, fun, and cute and adorable film. Like I said, I mentioned in this review, a lot of biblical principles pointed out through the character Nora and just the way that she handled herself, handled her business and all of that. So it did remind me a lot of the things that God has told us to be and how we should behave, especially when we are dealing with people who don't necessarily know Him or honor Him. So yeah, I got all of that, but oh yeah, I had a lot of fun, a lot of fun. I literally felt like we were like just entering summer, even though we're in fall, but it took me back, right? But before I leave y'all for today, we're gonna go ahead and get into the scripture, and we are coming out of sweet 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 5, and it reads, "Now may the Lord direct your hearts into the love of God and into the patience of Christ." So that's all I have for y'all for this video. Y'all please let me know y'all thoughts, your comments, your overall take in the comment section below, because y'all know I love to hear from y'all, and we do have so much fun on this channel. But it's like icing on the cake. It is a double scoop for me when I hear from y'all. Y'all are kind of tired. They didn't know y'all are kind of did that. So until next time, may the Lord bless and keep you both now and forevermore.